Accessible AI, empowering the visually impaired in software engineering. Subscribe to the Accessible AI YouTube channel for more videos like this.
Hello viewers, welcome to Accessible AI. Today we have one important guest, Senthil Vadivelu. He is actually a dynamic, vibrant person. He has 4 years of IT experience exclusively in KDB database. For starters, KDB is a low latency columnar database meant for high frequency trading firms. Right? They do have something called Q programming language. It is very powerful, very compact, but at the same time it is complex. And Senthil is actually an expert in it. Apart from KDB, he is also an AI/ML practitioner, where he has implemented the natural language processing algorithms in Q language. Presently, he is working in a global financial firm in the market sector. I'm very happy to welcome Senthil to share his experiences with us. Thank you, Senthil, for taking time. Welcome.
Thank you, Bhanali. Yeah, actually, it's my honor to sharing the stage with you.
Very good.
Yeah.
First of all, Senthil, have you worked with visually impaired individuals? If so, what is your experience with them?
Yeah, so actually, I have worked with the visual VI colleagues, and it's around 3 years. I closely work with them, and actually, my first mentor in my career is actually a VI person.
Oh.
Yeah, so the person who is having a visually impaired, that person actually trained me from my starting of the career. So when I joined in the company as an intern the first time after completing my college, so I was actually assigned to a mentor to train the KDBQ language thing.
Mm-hmm.
So actually every evening I have to send the assignments results to my mentor for the evaluation. So after the evaluation, my mentor will correct me if there is anything wrong in my code and everything. So the assignments, actually I shared my result as a code snippet, like in a screenshot way. Okay. For every questions I send as a screenshot. So that time, so my mentor asked me, okay, Senthil, is it a screenshot? Then I said, yeah, it's a screenshot. Okay, then my mentor took a bit more time to evaluate. So I never mind that that time. So after the few days gone, so after a few days, my manager came and asked me about Senthil, how the things are going, how is the mentor and everything. I said, yeah, all going good. And my manager again just say the sentence, okay, Senthil, I forgot to mention you. So whenever you share your result to your mentors, please share it as a code snippet, as a copy paste terminal result, not as a screenshot. Then I asked why. So what's the problem with the screenshot? Then my manager told that, okay, your mentor is actually visually impaired, so it's a bit hard to recognize what is present in the screenshot. Then I was surprised. What is VI? What is visually impaired? Then explained to me this. So they are unable to see everything in the screen. So they have to navigate under everything and read everything with the help of the screen reader. Then my mind is filled with a lot of questions. How everything? Then afterwards I started sending as a code snippet. Then here the point we have to understand is, even this is told by my manager only, but not by my mentor. So they even my mentor could have told me that please share it as a code snippet, but my mentor didn't, because there we can understand there is zero complaint attitude. So they don't complain for any other thing, so anything. So they convert the challenges into opportunity, and they take everything as a challenge and do it without complaining anything. Yeah, it was very inspiring. Yeah, it was inspiring when I saw such thing.
See, two things, right? You never knew what VI is and what screen reader is, and you got exposed to it in different manner, right?
No, zero idea. I'm a fresh student. I don't know what is IT and what is everything. But even in the IT sector, even the visually impaired people also doing the coding is it's unbelievable.
Okay. And the second message you really mentioned is zero complaint attitude, converting every challenge into an opportunity. That's very nice.
Yeah.
What is the difference that you have observed, right? Between sighted individuals versus visually impaired individuals in your workplace?
Okay, so I will share my experience. Okay, in my funny way, like so we as a team, so we have more than one VIs in my colleagues and in my team. So we attend a meet any meets. The meet is like a kind of any recommend walkthrough or any demo call or any kind of KT session like this. So in that meet, we as sighted individuals mostly lost our focus and attention on the meet. So due to some office environment or some visuals in the some screens in the system. But on the other hand, our VI colleagues are their attentiveness is actually is on the unmatchable way. Like they are listening everything end to end and word by word. They absorb everything. But after the meeting end, we usually have a catch up with them and clarify our doubts and what we have missed, and we'll clarify with them. So that time they were our chat GPT for in our office, and they are our source of clarification. Yeah.
Basically,
yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, and one more thing is I just want to comment about the Q language. So as you said, it is very compact. So the Q language is very, very, very compact. For example, to say an analogy, the 5 lines of Q code is actually 250 lines of SQL code. Ultimately,
Correct.
It's a database language. Yeah.
Right.
So it's very, very compact. In that they can able to do a code in Q, which means that if they can able to do code in Q means they can do code in any language.
Correct.
So even any normal developer to crave or write any single line Q code.
I think we should definitely post this message to Arthur Whitney, the creator of KDB and Q.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Right. Yeah, it's very nice. I mean, the audience will definitely know something Q, which is kind of very complicated and compact, which is also done by VM, because this is something very unique, right? This combination.
Yeah.
But before working with the visually impaired people, right? What were your assumptions? We generally have some certain preconceived thoughts, right? What are your assumptions or thoughts about them? And how is your perspective, which has been changed now?
Okay. So yeah, to be honest, I'm not aware this type of visual impairments, and once I saw them, my perspective has completely changed. But often, actually, the society underestimate individuals who have visual impairments and limiting their and they are assuming that their potential is defined by the limitations. But it is not actually true. So they have break everything. They convert every challenge into opportunity. And also, I came to understand that the ability is not defined by sight always. It's defined by the insight, creativity, and the determination. So these are all the things I changed my perspective. Sorry, Panli, you are in mute.
Sorry. Oh, how about now?
Yeah, now good.
Yeah. What is the takeaway or the impact? What do you think? Like after working with the VA colleagues.
So in that case, as I mentioned earlier, they don't complain for anything. So they have a zero complaint attitude, and so whatever resource they have. So by the way, they have a very limited resource. So unlike us, they have if there is any resource is available, means it should be accessible for them. Then only it's a completely usable. They can able to use that resource. But so with that certain limitation, they have a very limited resource, but they are delivering such a good result. There is no compromise in the result. So even I started I take this as a takeaway from them. So with the limited resource, we have to deliver such a good result. So don't complain for any kind of a thing which I don't have this and I don't have that, so I can't deliver this. So I stopped that from that day.
So whatever the resources that we have, do your level best with the resources that you have.
Yeah, right.
So, I also hear and see people telling about this, right? There are always challenges with the tools, in the working environment. Have you seen that?
Yeah. Actually, that is true. So, in my experience, so we are a part of a data science industry. So we usually have to play around with the data. So, to do this, the ultimate and good tool is the Jupyter Notebook. So everyone aware of the Jupyter Notebook, but there is one pain point is in the Jupyter Notebook is, so it is not accessible for them, because they can able to write a code in Jupyter code cell, but they can execute that, but they are unable to read the result from the code. So with that, they are unable to evaluate the result and unable to evaluate the code whether it's working or not. Even if it is an error, they are unable to read anything from the result. So this is one of the biggest challenge for them, and it's actually a showstopper for us in the development activity, especially in the data science industry. This is one thing, and a few other things, like for example, we were worked on the ADF, which is Azure Data Factory, which is an ETL tool, which help us to build a ETL pipeline in an easier way to connecting the multiple boxes. For example, reading the source is we have one block, so we have to update the source information URL and everything, and then we have to connect with another block, and then another block meant to be for some pre-processing or anything. So for this, to have the block in the workspace, we have to drag and drop the block into the playground area. But our VA colleagues unable to do the drag and drop because we need a mouse. But our VA colleagues only use a keyboard, so they don't use a mouse mostly. So wherever the drag and drop is required, they are actually struggle for that. It's completely inaccessible, so it's not usable for them. And also similarly, the BA tools, the Power BI or Tableau, to make any charts, they are able to make a charts, and even we have to choose the chart by mouse and drag and drop in the place, and we have to choose the data source as a column or the column value in the chart. So these are all the very challengeable area for them.
I think one takeaway is when somebody designs software, they should think in such a way, there is no mouse, with just keyboard, will you be able to handle it? I think this answers most of the question that VAs that they are dealing with these screen readers, right? Without mouse, if you can go ahead with all the functionality and deliver perfectly, then that is what is basically we have to start with. At least every single software developer and application vendor or a product development company, they should really think about these things.
Right. Yeah.
What kind of support as a colleague or a co-worker, you or anybody, should you think they have to provide to VA individuals?
Yeah. So in such a case that so from the previous question, so few areas, so this Jupyter Notebook or the BA tools is not accessible for them. So in that kind of a development phase, we don't let them watch, but we actually include them in the process, and this is what we are doing, and we actually dictate everything. So just proxy them everything, this is what we are doing, and then though the Jupyter Notebook is not accessible, so we do the code in the Jupyter Notebook, and after the end of the day or after the hours, so we share the notebook as a PDF, because PDF is readable. We download it as a PDF and share it to them, so then they can understand, okay, what we have done and what is the result and how it is looks like, so everything. So this kind of small effort is actually making big impact, so it's very helpful for them too.
Okay, you say small. Is it a small effort or big effort? I mean, can you be clear about it?
It's actually very small effort only. So I take one extra step. So this is this small effort. So we don't have to do much. So just small effort like this. And also few other things we have to understand that during the one more thing is, so during our call, especially in the screen sharing session, so when we screen sharing, they can also able to observe what is in the screen.
Right.
While doing that, so take a pause while talking. So don't over talk don't cross talk because they are observing whatever present in the screen with the help of the screen reader. Screen reader is actually reading everything what is present in the screen, and during that time, if you cross talk anything, so they actually confused with what is in the screen, or what we are talking. They are unable to catch both together, or it may be hard for them. So yeah, these kind of some basic things we have to take and consider when we work with the VAs.
Such things can come only from an experienced person like you working with a VI, right? This is very tricky or nuanced. Sometimes even why the response is delayed. Then after several years of working with them, I learned it is because they are listening to what is happening in the screen in one side of their ear. On the other side, they are listening to what I am talking. So as a colleague, I think as you rightly mentioned, we should be considerate about it. We cannot just keep on over talking, because there's something happening in one side, on the other side something else is happening. I think, as you rightly mentioned, small effort extended by colleagues will make a bigger impact. One more point to add, this Visual Studio Code, I think it has a great set of plugins, especially the remote SSH, with which easily you can connect to a remote Unix machine, and you can connect and you can do an edit, you can run in the terminal, you can do everything sitting here in the local, right?
Right, yeah, that's right. VS Code is awesome for them.
Awesome. Thanks to Microsoft for making it more accessible. Since we talked about Microsoft, what do you think companies can do to make the workplace more inclusive, right? Because the inclusive is very important for visually impaired employees. What do you think?
Yeah, so inclusivity. So in terms of actually, companies should consider VAs also to hire VA to actually they are promote HR to hire the VAs, because it's not just to meet the social responsibility. It is also they have a equal potential as like normal people, but and they should forget about the old thoughts. So they will be like they are not actually equal to cited individuals, but it is not. For example, if you take example person A and person B, so both are not equal at any case, and even the identical twins also not equal at any case. Everyone having the set of own pros and cons. And as I mentioned, my VA colleagues having the unique set of skill set which I don't have. So company can actually harvest their skills in the development activities and all these things. And moreover apart from the skill set, so the cultural aspect. So for example, we have a VI colleagues in our team, but after we include the person, so our everyone's mindset getting changed. So for dealing any problem, or looking at any problem, or how to solve any problem in every case, because so as I mentioned, so after that, as our team, we start complaining anything. So we stop complaining any small inconvenience, and then we start everything see as a logical problem. So not go for the brute force approach. We start doing everything logical, and the creativity, everything is completely changed in our culture in our team. So what if every company having one VAs in a team, definitely they will change every team like to think like this and act like this. So companies should so they have to do this, and they have to give a try, because I witnessed these changes in my team, and including me also. Company should definitely give a try.
Senthil, I never expected your last part of your answer, right? Because it's kind of very new, and definitely the company should take a note of what you said. To put it in one line, VAs, they create a positive impact on the culture of the team, and I really like the way you mentioned you should have one VA in every single team. That's great. because it is actually changing the culture altogether. Very
Right.
nice.
Yeah.
And one more thing to add, right? As you mentioned about this part, diversity, equity, inclusion, DEI. Companies also should start thinking it is not just a checkbox to tick DEI as part of their corporate social responsibility. Rather, it is actually not they are doing a help or charity to the VI. Rather, VI is basically an asset to the company because of their attention span.
Yeah.
Jokingly,
It's
people say, right?
there.
Yeah. two decades before, the attention span was like 20 minutes, people say. You cannot talk to a person beyond 20 minutes, they lose their attention. Now it is less than 30 seconds, thanks to the reels and shorts, right? Focus is gone. Anyways.
Yeah.
Very nice. And thank you so much, Senthil. You shared your live experiences. This is very valuable than somebody reading the 10,000 pages PDF about what VAs can do. You shared what you have experienced. Thank you so much again, and thanks for your time.
Yeah, thank you so much, Panli, to bringing me this.
Take care. Bye.
Bye. Yeah.